Hi ladies, it's Jen from Mindful Moms Network. I'm thrilled you're here because today we're talking about simply saying no. I know, it's that two-letter word that is so hard to say. It's so hard to say to our kids, it's so hard to say to our friends, our coworkers, our parents, our in-laws. And the reason I think is because a lot of the times we really do want to say yes. But we just physically, our days, we don't have enough time, we don't have enough energy to actually say yes to all the requests that come in. So, in order to simplify our lives, to make room for what's most important to us, we need to simply say no. Now, simply saying no does take a tremendous amount of awareness and mindfulness. The first thing to be very mindful and aware of is what underlies your motivation to say yes. If your motivation to say yes is true to your heart, which is, yes, I'd really love to do that, I really have time in my schedule, then by all means say yes. But if you're saying yes, you notice that the reason you want to say yes is motivated by fear, like fear of wanting to disappoint, fear of not wanting to close doors, fear of not wanting to make somebody upset or angry. If your motivation to say yes is rooted in fear, then that's always going to lead to guilty feelings afterwards. And as mindful moms, we don't want to live our lives rooted in fear and have our actions be determined by what we don't want to happen. So, simply saying no also requires you to know what the trade-off is. That's the second mindfulness awareness. So if you say yes to this commitment to your time, your energy, your financial resources, what then inadvertently will you be saying no to? Because it will be something. There's always a trade-off. This is where it's so important to really know what are your core values. So if somebody asks you to do X, Y, and Z on a particular day, if that means giving up Monday night Monopoly night with your family, or your Saturday spa day with the girls, or just your 30 minutes of relaxation and meditation time, then that's when you really have to say, I simply cannot do that day. And just privilege those things that are most important to you over what really isn't. So simply saying no, there are great things you can say to just say it without, explaining it too much. I'd really love to do that, but I just don't have time in my schedule. That's something I don't have time to commit to right now. Or I wish I could, but I just can't. The key to simply saying no is to just say no and not expand upon it. No one needs to know that in your saying no, you're saying yes to quiet time alone with your kids, to do nothing. So try it out, simply say no, pay attention to what underlies your motivation to say yes, and pay attention to what your trade-off is for saying yes. Come on back to mindfulmomsnetwork.com this month because we are keeping it simple.